Okay, let's go to question 8. Professor passes measures learning by the outward expression of new behaviors, only such as ability to solve math with ease. Which theory does she apply? A. Cognitivism. Oh, B. Social learning theory. C. Behaviorist theory. Or D. Multiple intelligence. C. B. Teachers, there are a lot that will come out now about this one. Like, if what theory is this, like cognitivist, constructivist? No, so please know the differences of each theory. Behaviorist, no, morality, humanistic, because they actually, these theories, no, have different purposes. So okay, the answer is okay, behaviorist theory. Wow, most of you got the correct answer. So for those who are not, so at least you know na, di ba? Learning. That is what we call learning. So why? We also have, no, basta behaviorist teachers, no, outward expression, meaning because you cannot measure behavior if you cannot see it, right? So there should be a manifestation, outward expression. Okay, meaning you can really see it. So the answer is behaviorist theory, no? Of math, so professor passes, she measures the learning with, no, if the ano daw, if yung mga students ay nagsasagot or answers the questions with ease, yung kalma lang, yung hindi very stressed. So that's how she measures the learning. That's how she concludes that, okay, they are really learning with ease, yung hindi na sa stress. So its behavior is your behavior. Okay? Cognitivism, it's about thinking, how we learn. Social learning theory, social interaction, environment. That can also be key. Multiple intelligences, what's that? Howard Gardner, right? Howard Gardner. Okay. Is outward expression. Good job, teachers. Okay. Question 9. Okay, double time tayo. Nasa question 9 pa tayo. Pero I hope you're learning. On which principle is your, oh my God, sorry for the dogs. On which principle is your conviction based? If you provide, oh my God. Hello, sorry. You know na ba yung answer? Okay, so let's go na lang. Okay, bakit? What's the clue, be, teacher? Sige, I'll ask you na lang. What's the clue? Okay, very good, reinforcement. Good job. So we have here, different reinforcement. We have the positive reinforcement and the, yes, bonus na lang po, negative reinforcement. What is positive reinforcement? Sometimes dito talaga tayo, teachers, parang yun, nalilib. Sorry. Nako-confuse. Wait ka, may reward ka to. Okay, so teachers, sometimes dito yes, you give meaning, that is positive environment, positive, reinforcement. Positive pag gusto mo ang binigay. Yes, very good. So positive reinforcement, you give, you add. Okay? For example, if the perfect score, then you will give what? Another 5 points. So you add, that's positive reinforcement. But when we say negative reinforcement, it doesn't mean na it's it's bad or it's negative. Negative reinforcement is you get, pag ni-add pa rin pero ayaw mo. Okay, so negative reinforcement is that you get something. Meaning, for example, the cleaner for today is this learner, and then you impose that if that learner will get will get a perfect score, then he or she will not be the cleaner for that day. So you get something to. So that is the difference, teacher. Sometimes we are really confused about it. I mean, a lot of it. Even yung mga friends ko before, at even ako at first. But when you truly understand it, it will be really easy. Again, just remember, positive, you added something to reinforce behavior. But when we say negative reinforcement, maganda siya, pero you behavior. So meaning, no, hindi na siya, if she gets that perfect score, then you will get the punishment, or you'll get, or you will, hindi na siya ang magiging cleaner that day. So meaning, you get something so that mas ma-reinforce, okay, I will try to get a perfect score para no, hindi na ako magiging cleaner for today. O, diba? So, that's negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement, rewards, punishment, behaviorism yan ha, teachers. So constructivism, what is constructivism? That is the belief that the learners, what? The learners can construct their own knowledge. We are not just, okay, dispense information. Learners are passively learning. No, it's not about constructivism theory. It's that it's letting the child construct their own knowledge. Yes, notice. Yes, as teachers, when you become teachers, when you were teaching na in classroom, please no to spoon feeding. No, they discover very good and they use prior knowledge, the information that they have now. That's constructivism. Ha? Yes, very good. Ngayon ha, di na tayo yung before. I'm a product of passive learning. Like the teachers is the sage on the stage. Now, we are the guide on the side. Ha, teachers? Again, not sage on the stage, on the side. 80-20. Yes, 80 the teachers, no? 80-20 teacher. Who those who love to learn. Okay, so yun. Ha? We teachers are the facilitators of learning. Just remember, when you answer Prof Ed, you are a very good teacher. Okay, when you answer the koan ba? Pero do not, there are questions that, yes, idealist. No, yes, be an idealist. Yun, di mga ideal talaga. Pero make sure that it's, it's specific. Like, it's, like, not, it's, you are ideal. Right? So, that talaga, you always keep in mind, when you answer Prof Ed, you are, very good teacher talaga. Pero in reality, it's really hard, to be honest. It's really hard. Hay, nako. Uy, nako. Pero thankful talaga sa blessing. Okay, go, let's go. So, behaviorism. What is this? What is, okay, what are the behaviorists pala? Oh, Skinner, very good, I love that. Inunahan ako, Skinner, yes, good job, Skinner. How about, Pavlov's? Ivan Pavlov's, ano yung, classical. Classical conditioning, yes. Kay B.F. Skinner. And then, ano yung niyo-use ni Pavlov? Dog. How about Skinner? No, sorry. It's rat. Very good. Very good. Apakagahi. Sige, go. Question 10. Thank you, teachers, for participating. What does the environmentalist theory advanced by John Watson, B.F. Skinner, and Albert Bandura assume? A. Children are active participants in the learning process. B. Children initiate most of the activities required for learning and development. C. Learning and development occur when young children interact with the environment. Or D. The child's environment. Viewer. Answer. Oh, you already have the baseline that you can use. Environmentalist theory. Wow. Pero I know you are also options, no, teachers. Pero if you, if you analyze, if you know, you'll get, hala, sayang, bakit number 1 yung item? 10. 10, Teacher Carla. So that, hindi yan makakounted. Sayang. Ay, pero, the first one kasi yung, okay, the answer is Letter D. Uy, most of you got the correct answer. What a very good news. Uy, very good teacher. Uy, you give yourself a pat and a round of applause. I'm really impressed. Okay? No, because we are still in July. July, September, October, November. You still have a lot of time to learn pa, and then you already know a lot na. Child's environment shapes learning behavior. So that is the environmentalist theory. Diba? John Watson, B.F. Skinner, Albert Bandura. No, they are behaviorists. So meaning, it's about environment, right? And let me annotate, pero environment. And then, ano yung pinopropose ng mga proponents na meaning, the environment shapes the behavior, right? So, galit yarn. Okay, so, yun. So, the answer is letter D. The child's environment shapes learning behavior. Very good man. Oy. Sige. Let's go. Behavior is, know this one. Einstein, diba? Einstein to. John Watson. No, I'm right, teachers, right? Yeah, Little Albert. Kaya pala Einstein, Little Albert. Yes, thank you, teacher. So Little Albert, yun. So it's actually making use of conditioning. Kinalawang na yung utak ko. Kasi tapos ang board exam ko so ano na. Kidding. So ito yon. So Little Albert. So this is John Watson's experiment. So he also makes use of the conditioning. Okay, so this is actually very interesting, no? Because before conditioning, for example, in this John Watson, we have this Little Albert, no, the child. And then nilagay nila yung white rat, pero no response yung bata. No response yung bata. Pero nung next sorry. My unorganized thoughts na naman yung nanalo. Okay, so the rat walang response yung bata, no fear. But when the hammer, when the steel bar hit with the hammer, umiyak yung bata. So this is when the conditioning happens. So tinry ni Albert Einstein ilagay yung rat, and then at the same time pinukpok or ni-use yung hammer, because the hammer elicits a response, no? The crying, the fear. So tinry ni John Watson na ilagay yung rat, at the same time ni-use yung hammer, yung bata is umiyak. So every time makakita na yung bata ng rat, umiiyak na siya. That's the conditioned response. No, so that's how that's actually sometimes ganun tayo, no? 'Di ba? Yung nako-condition talaga yung mind natin. Like for example, the dog for Ivan Pavlov's, no, yung nakita niya yung food and then yung bell. So you learn about it. So I will not just exploit everything. So enroll na kasi kayo, guys. You'll really learn a lot with our esteemed lecturers. So you'll know about it. So yeah, yung conditioning. Okay? So, sabi nga ni John Watson, remember this, sabi nga ni John Watson, give him a dozen of healthy infants or healthy babies. And then, he will turn them into what we want. Like, for example, engineers. He can make engineers. No? For example, you wanted to, that child to become a doctor. No, he will make it a doctor with the use of conditioning. So, give him a dozen of healthy babies, and then he'll make him what you want them to be. So that's conditioning. Ika nga ni Chan. Okay, question 11. What is a characteristic common among preschoolers where they give human quality to non-human things? Very easy na to sa inyo, teachers. A, egocentrism, animism, association, projection. Answer. Animism. Again, what is animism? Giving human non-human thing. No, the tree is dancing, sun is smiling, the cloud is crying. Because the cloud, no, will not cry, but no, we give human attributes to a thing. So that's animism. What stage is that? Animism. Sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete, or formal? Them. Yes, personification in English as the English subject. Yes. Yes, yes. Animism is like personification, giving human attributes. Pre-operational, very good. How about the egocentrism? Pre-operational. Okay? Next, what is the systematic manner of providing the right amount to effectively acquire a skill? A, scaffolding. B, guidance. C, counseling. D, tutoring. What is the answer, teacher? Oh, this is a piece of cake for you now. Okay? You get the correct answer. Good job, teachers. It's scaffolding. Again, assistance. Huh? Again, if there's scaffolding and then the question is assistance, automatic na talaga yan. No counseling, no guidance, no tutoring. Scaffolding na talaga yan, teacher. Ha? Nasa harap mo na, huwag ka na maghanap ng iba. Yan kasi problema natin eh. Okay, teachers? So now, let's go to what I'm telling you, Levi-Vygotsky's scaffolding. So this is the zone of proximal development. So this is what a child can do. This is the level what a child can do with the help of MKO. This is the MKO, the more knowledgeable others. So what a child can do alone, this is what we call the zone of actual development. So this illustrates that really can really do better if there is a help, if there is an assistance, but not totally spoon feeding. We also have what we call, it's in Levi-Vygotsky, please take note of this, fade away technique. Fade away technique is what, that is when if you remember the previous question, no, if you see that a child is already learning and then you out of the picture, that's the fade away technique until they do it on their own na. Okay? Overthink pa nila. Na-all po. Sorry, guys. Ay, sorry, teachers. Uy, alam niyo ba, no, I'm actually teaching din in a classroom. Sometimes guys ko yung mga students ko. Which is not good, ah. Okay, 13. Learning is viewed as collection of responses to external stimuli. Whose thought is this? Metacognitivist, behaviorist, cognitivist, Gestalt theories. What's the answer, teachers? Wow, baka sabihin nyo, favorite to ni Teacher Angelo. Pero kasi there are this one. So at least in kahit iba-iba yung question, you know na that's the answer, 'di ba? Teachers? The answer is okay, B. What's the clue? External stimuli. Stimuli. What is stimuli, the teachers? External stimuli, when we say stimuli, that very good. Teacher Aliyah, Teacher Pamela, that triggers a response. External meaning, no, what is happening outside, that internal, external. So meaning it could be an object that triggers a response. So that is an antecedent. Very good. What is Gestalt theories? Moto siya, ito yung mga law of proximity, law of closure, law of so ito yung Gestalt theories. Metacognitivist, what is that? Metacognitive, basta na, teachers, thinking about thinking, metacognitive na yan, automatic, or monitoring own learning, monitoring own progress, o metacognitivist na yan, ha? Basta you do the like reflection, you thinking about thinking question. Diba? Oh, that's metacognitive. Bigger picture ko sa Gestalt. Yes, bigger picture. Ano yan? Law of, I know, I will be able to get that. Yes, overthinking. O, yun, ha? Overthinking. So, kayo, mga metacognitivist talaga kayo. Teachers, no? Mga metacognitivist. Overthinking, malala. Okay. Question 14. 14 na ba tayo, teachers? Yes. Learners are information processors. Whose thought is this? A. Metacognitivist. B. Behaviorist. C. Cognitivist. D. Gestalt theorist. Gestalt theorist. Answer, teachers. Oh, ano na, di ba? I also mentioned na the difference between the two. What's the, I don't know. Okay. Let's have 15. Number 15 as our last item. Oh, ang bilis talaga ng time, no? I prepared 30 questions pa naman. Pero at least, di ba, every question kasi, we have also integrated other concepts. So, you're not just learning one item, but as well as the concept. Okay, so very good. The answer is cognitivist. Again, information processing, learning, thinking, cognitivist na yan. Overthinking, metacognitivist na yan. Outward expression, external stimuli, behaviorist. Gestalt theories, o bigger picture. Okay? That's it. Okay, so more on our knowledge, problem-solving activities, cognitivist na yan, teachers. Okay? Now, let's go to our last, hala, 14 ba? Oh, dalawa yung 14? Ay, nakita nyo na yung answer, right? Okay, I'll move to the, I'll move to the next one, Bing. Kayo talaga, teachers. Oh, this one, Bing. Oh, let's see if you know this. Which of these does not belong to the Bronfenbrenner's microsystem as a factor of human development? A, family. B, school. C, peers. D, local politics. Bronfenbrenner. What is Bronfenbrenner's theory? Bio-ecological. Before it's ecological, I think, pero ano na siya, may new name na siya. That's the bio. What is microsystem bala? That is the most influential system of the child. That's the direct, closest. Very good. Most influential, closest, direct. No? Okay, the answer is letter, very good. D. Saan ba yung letter D? Because family, that's direct. Microsystem. Here's microsystem. Now, if family and school will have an interaction, that is what we call mesosystem. The interaction of the microsystem. Family peers, mesosystem. How about the local politics? Ano ba yung local politics? Anong system yung local politics, teacher? It's the macro. No, macro. Remember sa exo, teacher, ha? The exosystem is more on the work of the parents. Merong question sa board exam, teachers. It's about, yung father ay nawala ng trabaho. So, it actually affected the child. It's exosystem. Okay, it's exosystem. It actually affected, walang trabaho yung father, how can he sustain the needs of his family, right? So, it really affected the growth of the child. So, exosystem, more on the work, the job of the parents. Macrosystem, politics, policies, laws. When we say chronosystem, it's actually time. Things na may interest yung ma-affect talaga yung bata. Like, for example, pero more because of time. Like, for example, yung growth ng bata, yung age ng bata. So, it really affects the behavior of the bata, di ba? Because as he grows, she grows, no, you also the death of family member, remember chronosystem, death of family member, macro, politics, laws, rules, policies, exo, work, meso, the interaction of the two microsystem, for example, parent, mother, and the teacher. Micro, the parents, the teacher, micro, interaction of the child. Okay, and I guess that's it yeah, that is for our review this session, teachers. Thank you so much.